Hi, this is Sean McGill from PDA 24/7. One thing I forgot to do last week when I reviewed the Nokia E65 was to actually show you what it looks like and how it feels in the hand. What I'm going to do is a very quick look at what comes in the box, and then we're going to look at the device itself. So, first of all, you get a box, pretty plain, not a lot to it. Open it up. What have we got? The phone itself, that's the E65, as you can see, very, very small. We have Nokia software. There's some trial applications on there, along with the standard software to connect to your PC and synchronize information. A BlackBerry Connect user manual. There are other options available for push email with the E65, and all of those are available on the Nokia site. A quick start guide, fairly good. A very good manual, one of the better ones I've seen. It's well laid out, it's actually in the correct order for once, and I think most people would cope with it and get a lot more out of their machines because of it. What else do you get? Standard AC adapter, a separate synchronization cable. I may be wrong on this, but so far this cable does not seem to charge. It purely seems to be for synchronization, so if you want to charge and synchronize, you need to use both together in the phone. Either that or hope that someone comes up with a third-party cradle. A mono headset. Some of you will probably want a stereo headset. Personally, I think if we're going to be talking about hands-free, a mono one makes a lot more sense. If you require headphones to be attached, you're going to need a pop port adapter. These aren't as expensive these days, they're only about £5, but for a phone that can do MP3 and video, I would personally expect Nokia to include such a thing, or even better, lose the pop port altogether. Finally, a case. To call it a case, alright, is a bit of a stretch. It's very flimsy, velvety type material. It's got a Nokia logo on there, and what I perceive to be a fashionable red strap. I have to say, as far as cases go, completely and utterly useless. Maybe fine if you want it from a fashion point of view, but I mean, come on. Anyway, the phone. You may not be able to get the colour on this quality of video, but it's a very deep chocolatey brown. It's called Mocha, and it's such a nice touch. It's one of those silly little things that you see on a phone, and it makes you like it even more. You've got the standard pop port and AC adapter connectors at the bottom. Screen dominates the front. Navigation buttons and shortcut buttons below the screen. Some shortcut buttons on the side, 2 for volume, 1 for editing, and 1 for voice recording. And the camera lens at the back. Again, even that is quite nicely placed and just looks the part. When you open the phone up, a very nice bright screen, it's very clear, and a superb keypad at the bottom. All in all, the way the buttons are laid out, if you want to go through the menu screens, see what's there, I'm not sure it's coming out so well on this particular video, but it's all very fast. It can tend to slow down a little bit if you start to have a few applications open, and this is one slight area of concern I've got, because I don't believe that the Symbian OS necessarily handles multiple applications as well as the other OSs out there. You've got an active standby screen, you get shortcuts at the top, and below that you can have calendar entries, tasks, new emails, new text messages, etc. So it works similar to a Today screen on a Windows mobile device. There's an awful lot of functionality in here. It is Symbian S63rd edition, and it's pretty quick. The processor seems to handle everything that's there. You've got a mini USB slot inside, and as far as expansion and power goes, I haven't really come across any issues. Considering there is so much in here, and it could be argued that this is more than just a nice looking mobile phone. It does handle mobile email, it does handle internet, etc. Personally, I find the whole thing held back by this. Many people, 13-year-olds, can probably text 120 words a minute via predictive text. I can't, and admittedly I am overly used to a QWERTY keyboard now. For me, if you're going to put so much in here, so much functionality in, maybe something extra needs to be done with this, and Sony Ericsson demonstrated what could be done with the M600i. Having said that, the majority of people aren't like me and will no doubt love this phone to bits. The battery life is good. It's not as great as I thought, particularly when push email is on, and also when 3G is running, but that seems to be a common theme amongst many phones. What I would say is it's extremely well built, it's well priced on contract, not convinced over £300 Simone, but on a contract, if it's an upgrade or something like that, this really is a superbly made phone, and I would have thought for most mobile phone users it's a very good entry into the smartphone side of things. Thanks for listening.